Today marks its 51 days. These school children and teachers are left to languish in the captive of these bad guys. The question is, what is the president doing to secure the release of these children and these teachers? Nigerians have moved on. Nobody is talking about it again. We don't even know how these children are doing. We don't know how they are faring. The last time, there was this news that a 2 years old who's among the kidnapped victims died, and then they took off the head of one of the teachers, guys. And amid all these things, these insecurity news keep making waves on the internet. There is no day this terrorist don't attack. It's something that happens every day. In fact, Tujibelo, one of the terrorists, came out to say that he will not stop killing until the governments are ready to negotiate. How many negotiations are they going to do in Nigeria? After negotiation, these bad guys keep carrying out their operations, killing thousands, millions of Nigerians. What is Nigerian government doing? Their focus is in the election. How can somebody be campaigning for something he did not do in 3 years, or he was not able to do in 3 years? Guys, let's see how Nigerians are reacting to this, guys. A lot of reaction concerning these adopted victims. Nigerians are coming out to say that, it's been a month plus. These children are left to languish in the captive of these bad guys, and Nigerian government has nothing to do about it. Guys, take a look at what this person said. Tinubu's government will never forget though. Today marks its 50 days. 37 students and 7 teachers were kidnapped and taken to the bush by bandits in Oyo State. Then another one said, Ariko victims 90 days in captivity today. Oyo victims 49 days in captivity today. How did we get here? And then this other person said, 49 days has passed since the adoption of pupils and teachers in Orire local government area of Oyo State. They remain in captivity. Then this other person said, 45 days with all the protests and everything being posted on social media, these people are still in the hands of the kidnappers. The painful truth is that they may never come back because politics is being played with people's lives. Then this other person said, the Oyo and Borno State school children have spent 50 days in captivity, 50 days away from home, 50 days in trauma, 50 days in fear, 50 days under cold weather. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should resign since he cannot secure Nigerians' life. One of the responsibility of the president. Then this other person said, a 2-year-old child has now spent 50 days in kidnappers' grip. That sentence should stop you cold because the world has barely noticed. Then this other person said, the 2-year-old details is the one I can't move past. What kind of system allows a toddler to remain in captivity for 50 days with no public rescue timeline? This is so bad that this is going on in Nigeria. Then he continued saying, genuinely asking what should accountability look like here. Then this other person said, with our 42 children in captivity, lives no matter in Nigeria. We pretend in the beginning, but at the end, we move on. But truly, they don't even, they don't prioritize people's life in Nigeria. They don't at all. Now, Very Dark Man has come out to reveal that Oyo State government paid the ransom to these kidnappers to release these children and teachers. But these kidnappers has refused to release them. They took the money and still held these children and teachers in captivity. Yeah, Very Dark Man said, it is said that the Oyo State government paid ransom for the release of the 39 children and 7 teachers that were adopted at Orire local government of Oyo State on the 15th of May 2026. It is said that after the government made the payments, the nappers still refused to release the children and teachers. As of today, they have spent exactly 49 days in captivity. On the 17th of June 2026, when well-meaning Nigerians came out to protest in Oyo State demanding the release of the children in captivity, the governor, Seyi Makinde, promised he was going to get them out, and sadly, Makinde has failed to do so. The federal government has moved on. The DSS, the police, the army seems to have also moved on and are more focused on the 2027 election. Nigerians, are we really going to move on from this? Tomorrow makes it 50 days with those kids in the bush, children that are less than 10 years old. Some of them are below 4 years old. Are we really going to move on? Guys, even when it's raining, even under the scorching sun, These children are in the bush with no shelter, obviously. Let me just allow you to take a look at this video. Drop your thoughts under the comment section, guys. Take a look and I'll be right back.
Today made it exactly 90 days since 37 worshippers were kidnapped out of Ariko community in Katari, Kacha local government of Kaduna State. Today also made it 59 days since about 40 pupils and staff and principals were taken in Oyo State. I sat down at midnight on my balcony and I kept wondering, how did we get here? How did we get here that the lives of Nigerians do not matter anymore? If this was a serious country, you know, the other day they said if the US president give orders, he goes to bed and everybody gets it done. Do they not know that this cannot even happen in the US in the first place? That you will kidnap person, even if you are kidnapping to take the person out of the US, you know it's going to be difficult. But let's not even talk about being kidnapped and still within the US soil, in the US soil. School children, the speed at which we move on is so bewildering. I can't even begin to understand this. How did we get here? We see how the US deploy resources in terms of millions of dollars to rescue just one person that was in the den of kidnapper in another country. But still we can compare the US president to the Nigerian government to say, once he has said his own, what do they want him to do? Do they expect him to wear khaki? How did we get here? Look at how we have moved on. We have moved on to other matters, other issues. We have moved on to other issues. And these people are still there. How did we get here? The student children of 10, 11, 5, 7, 6, 2, 3, 1 are in the hands of kidnapper for 50 days. For 90 days. I can't believe this. It's almost as if there is no government. It's almost as if there is no military. It's almost as if they have overtaken this country. Till this time. And every time they'll tell you, they'll say, we are working on it. No, we are working on it. We are working on it. 90 days. 90 days. Do you know what that means? 90 days. Today, 90 days. That's 750 people. There are pregnant women among them. Do you care how they're faring? Their children, toddlers amongst them. Do you care how they're faring? In terms of Ariko community, there are 2 people that are blind men, 2 blind men there. Do you care how they're faring? Look at these children. Look at these people. And how we've moved on. Sometimes I just sit down and I'm wondering, I can't fathom it. Isn't it supposed to be a matter of national emergency? Isn't this supposed to be a matter of national emergency? Isn't this supposed to be all the government is working to ensure that these people have returned back to their homes? Would this not what a serious government would do? To deploy every resources to ensure that these people are taken and restored back to their families? Hey, sometimes I can't believe Nigeria. I can't believe Nigeria. I can't believe Nigerians. Many of us have moved on. Many of us have moved on. But the government have understood us and they have understood the art of distracting us because they know it is easy. We are gullible people. It's easy to distract Nigerians from the matters that matter. From the matters that matter. I'm sorry if you think I'm doing too much. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. I'm not sorry because this is what a human being should do. This is what a man of God should do. That you are called into the ministry. Ministry is for people. It's not for spirit. You don't receive from God to minister to spirit. No. You receive from God to minister to people. How dare do we now ignore the plight of the people and go about holding crusade and doing all those things? Am I saying they are not good? No. But how did we get here? Jesus Christ. My heart is broken. My heart breaks every time.
Let's remind you that, of course, today is day 49. Day 49 of the children and their teachers at Orire local government area in Oyo State, still within the enclave of their captors. 49 days of silence, where there should be laughter. 49 days of empty classrooms and anxious families. 49 days, too long for children to remain in captivity. Each day that passes is a reminder that justice delayed is justice denied. The nation cannot afford indifference. These children must come home. Rescue them, reunite them with their families, restore hope.
Alright, so yesterday I got an information that the Oyo State government paid ransom money for the release of the children and teachers that were kidnapped on the 15th of May 2026 at Oriri local government area in Oyo State. So it is said that the government paid ransom for the release of those children, but the kidnappers collected the money and have still refused to release those children. Today will make it 49 days in captivity, 49 days with those little children and their teachers in captivity. Tomorrow will make it 50 days with them there. And as of today, you can see all over the internet, nobody is really talking about the children anymore. Nigerians have moved on like they always do. Everybody have moved on from that topic. They are now talking about other trending issues. So everybody have moved on, right? We don't know how the children are faring. We don't even know if the children are still alive. We don't even know if they are still in Oyo State, if they have been moved to another country. We don't know what is the current status of the children. Right? Now, this brings us to what I told the Oyo State governor when we protested in Oyo State, and he came out to address us on the 17th of June 2026. I told him something. I said, "Sir, we don't want this situation to be like Chibok." The Chibok children were kidnapped April 2014 until today, 16 years later. The children are still in captivity. Some of them were freed 14 years later. Some of them were freed. Some of them never went back home because they were married off. Some of them were sold to other terrorist groups. They were forced to be wives. Some of them have even given birth to children for these kidnappers. 16 years later, they never went back to their family. Some of them, their parents have even died because of depression and how sad the situation is. I told the governor this. I said, you cannot let this be like the Chibok situation. The governor said, Oyo is not Chibok. But it's slowly looking like Oyo is going to be the next Chibok. Because tomorrow will make it 50 days, 1 month, 20 days with those children in captivity. Then I told the governor, I said, we are ready. You should go into the bush. There will be collateral damage. I know what the government are scared of. They are scared of, okay, maybe when they go into the bush, that these kidnappers will just unalive the children and the teachers. But as of now, we don't even know what is happening there. We don't even know if they are still alive. Before you people even thought of going into the bush to rescue, these kidnappers came out, they unalive one of the teachers. Till now, I have refused to watch the video. They said there was a video to that effect. I refused to watch it. I only believe that there was a video because everybody said that there was a video. I cannot bring myself to watch that. You understand? So are we sure that they've not unalive some that they've not posted? The Oyo State governor assured us, the Oyo State governor assured us that the children are not going to spend as much time as they spent before we started our protest. So at the top of our head, we gave him 2 weeks. And today is making 2 weeks, 2 days, 16 days since we did the protest. The children are still in the bush, and it is said that they paid the ransom money. The kidnappers have still refused to release those children. Please, Governor Sheyi Makinde, this is the time that you need to actually contact the DSS, the federal government. You need to go into that bush and rescue the children. There will be collateral damage. I'm not speaking on behalf of the parents, but I'm pretty sure that some of them already started accepting their fate. I'm pretty sure that some of them have already started accepting the fact that it's possible that the children are not going to come out again because of how our government treats issues. They only prioritize their own interests. Because as of now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have moved on. I watched him giving a speech yesterday, about making jest of what is trending on social media when they were calling his wife Iyakara. He was making jest of it. Meaning, to a large extent, they see what is going on the media, or whoever prepared that speech for him at least sees what is going on the media. But here they've abandoned that topic. They've abandoned it. I know, okay, yes, when you keep talking about these things, of course, it keeps emboldening the kidnappers. But then again, we are keeping quiet for too long. These children are spending slowly, 6 months, slowly, 1 year, slowly, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and then it becomes the real Chibok incident. Engineer Sheyi Makinde, you have to just move into that bush. You have to. There's little we can do as the citizen. You people are not ready to arm us. We've tried to give you moral support. We've tried to say, okay, yeah, we'll support the security operative. We'll go into the bush. You know very well that we cannot go on our own. But we, the people of Nigeria, and the youths that came out to protest that day, they were all ready to go into the bush with you. We are not going to, we are moving on, Nigeria. We have moved on. Tomorrow we'll make it 50 days. Today is 49 days. With them in that bush, 49 days. 49 days, 39 children and 7 teachers in the bush. One of them has been unalive. 39 children and 6 teachers in the bush. Tomorrow we'll make it 50 days. 50 days. Those children have not seen their parents. One of the teachers was holding a child that is less than 2 years old in the video. She was packing a child. Alright, so yesterday I got an information that the Oyo State government paid ransom money for the release of the children and teachers that were kidnapped on the 15th of May 2026 at Oriri local government area in Oyo State. So it is said that the government paid ransom for the release of those children, but the kidnappers collected the money and have still refused to release those children. Today will make it 49 days in captivity, 49 days with those little children and their teachers in captivity. Tomorrow will make it 50 days with them there. And as of today, you can see all over the internet, nobody is really talking about the children anymore. Nigerians have moved on like they always do. Everybody have moved on from that topic. They are now talking about other trending issues. So everybody have moved on, right? We don't know how the children are faring. We don't even know if the children are still alive. We don't even know if they are still in Oyo State, if they have been moved to another country. We don't know what is the current status of the children. Now, this brings us to what I told the Oyo State governor when we protested in Oyo State and he came out to address us on the 17th of June 2026. I told him something. I said, sir, we don't want this situation to be like Chibok. The Chibok children were kidnapped April 2014 until today, 16 years later, the children are still in captivity. Some of them were freed 14 years later. Some of them were freed. Some of them never went back home because they were married off. Some of them were sold to other terrorist groups. They were forced to be wives. Some of them have even given birth to children for these kidnappers. 16 years later, they never went back to their family. Some of them, their parents have even died because of depression and how sad the situation is. I told the governor this. I said, you cannot let this be like the Chibok situation. The governor said, Oyo is not Chibok, but it's slowly looking like Oyo is going to be the next Chibok. Because tomorrow make it 50 days, 1 month, 20 days with those children in captivity. And I told the governor, I said, we are ready.
bandits.
You should go into the bush. There will be collateral damage. I know what the government are scared of. They are scared of, okay, maybe when they go into the bush, that these kidnappers will just unalive the children and the teachers. But as of now, we don't even know what is happening there. We don't even know if they are still alive. Before you people even thought of going into the bush to rescue, these kidnappers came out, they unalive one of the teachers. Till now, I have refused to watch the video. They said there was a video to that effect. I refused to watch it. I only believe that there was a video because everybody said that there was a video.
Go hand in hand. Can you imagine
I cannot bring myself to watch that.
Can you imagine what is...
You understand? So are we sure that they've not unalive some that they've not posted?
That left in,
the Oyo State governor assured us, the Oyo State governor assured us that the children are not going to spend as much time as they spent before we started our protest. So at the top of our head, we gave him 2 weeks. And today is making 2 weeks, 2 days, 16 days since we did the protest. The children are still in the bush, and it is said that they paid the ransom money. The kidnappers have still refused to release those children. Please, Governor Sheyi Makinde, this is the time that you need to actually contact the DSS, the federal government. You need to go into that bush and rescue the children. There will be collateral damage. I'm not speaking on behalf of the parents, but I'm pretty sure that some of them already started accepting the fate, their fate. I'm pretty sure that some of them have already started accepting the fate that it's possible that the children are not going to come out again because of our government's street issues. They only prioritize their own interests. Because as of now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have moved on. I watched him giving a speech yesterday, about making jest of what is trending on social media when they were calling his wife Iyakara. He was making jest of it.
And turn on that notification.
To a large extent, they see what is going on.